Hi, Cat's Cradle here. Last Saturday we had the opportunity to travel about an hour south of where we live to go visit some friends, and on our way to their house we passed a lovely home that had a garage sale sign in front of it. We were in a very rural area down, well, it was a blacktop road, it wasn't a dirt road, but still it was very rural. And so we pulled into the house and we noticed that the garage sale sign was resting on a for sale sign. And we looked around at what the folks had, and Paladin Prepper got some great buys. I'll let him share what he purchased in his own video, but this is what I found. And all of what I found is not sitting on the table because I've already used some. I found canning jars. The folks that were selling their house were moving from this beautiful central portion of Missouri to retire in Florida. I'm not exactly sure what they were thinking, but all the best to them. We ended up being the recipients of their divesting of things they didn't plan to do anymore. They didn't plan to garden, they didn't plan to tend a yard, they didn't plan to can. And so I found these beautiful old jars. There were 4 old blue quart jars, and the rest were all pints of mixed variety. This one says Golden Harvest Mason. They're all in perfect condition, no chips, no cracks. Here's a little jar that says Mom's Mason jar, and in the center, I know you probably can't see it very well, but it looks like a mom maybe holding a pie or something like that in the apron. I've never seen this jar before, so I was tickled to get it. Here's a few more. Here's one I really like. It's square. That's an old jar. Ball Perfect Mason, it says on it. It was just really fun to go through the box. The jars were 2 layers deep, and I've already used some. When I canned my monkey butter, I put it in those jars, and it did just fine. I'm so glad to get those jars. You know, if I buy a case of jars, generally, it's close to $10 for a case, whether I buy a quart or a pint. And I was able to get all these jars and twice as many again because the rest of them are in the dishwasher or have been used for $6. I was thrilled. There were a couple of mayonnaise jars in there. Who cares? You know, I threw those away. Didn't worry about that because I don't typically like to can in those. But I got all these that I will use. I won't can anything wet in the blue jars. I'll use those for dry storage. But be sure and check out your garage sales. There's lots of great finds out there, and I don't find anything very often, but it's worth looking when I come across something like this. Hope you'll remember to stop and look for some great preps at garage sales. Cat's Cradle.